After the Constitution of the America was drafted in 1789, the U.S. have had a long line of American presidents and most of them are gone. But it's not death that matters, but what one does here on earth while he or she is alive. Here are the past 14 American presidents and what they said before their departure. George Washington, 1732 to 1799. He was the first president of the United States, and after serving 2 terms as the nation's first president, Washington returned to his Virginia plantation in 1797. In mid-December of 1799, after enduring harsh winters on horseback while inspecting his property, Washington developed a severe sore throat and breathing difficulties. In an effort to cure him, Washington's doctors are believed to have drained too much blood in the then common practice of bloodletting, contributing to his death at age 67. Acute bacterial eglolitis, inflammation of the flap at the back of the throat, is also frequently cited as the cause of his death. His last words were, "'Tis well." Second, John Adams, 1735 to 1826, the second president of the United States. The date of the 50th anniversary of the final draft of the Declaration of Independence, Adams is said to have uttered the words about his long-time rival, unaware that Jefferson had expired just a few hours earlier. Interestingly and almost poetically, both Adams and Thomas Jefferson died July 4. His last words recorded were, "Thomas Jefferson survives." Number 3. Thomas Jefferson, 1743 to 1826. He is the 3rd president of the United States. Jefferson's last words are often cited as "it is the 4th," in reference to the 5th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. While Jefferson did in fact utter these words on his deathbed, they were not his last. Jefferson was reported to have died of complications of kidney failure accompanied by pneumonia. His last recorded words were, in his final moment, the last recorded words of the 3rd president of the United States were, "No doctor, nothing more." John Quincy Adams, the 1767 to 1848, is known as the 6th president of the United States. The second eldest child of John Adams died of a stroke in Washington. Earlier that day, Adams, a staunch opponent of the Mexican-American War, apparently rose to protest a bill in front of the U.S. House of Representatives meant to honor war veterans, and immediately collapsed to the floor of the chambers. His last recorded words were, "This is the last of earth, but I am composed." James K. Polk, 1795 to 1849, the 11th president of the United States. Polk is reported to have said to his wife, who was at his side when he died of cholera at the age of 53, some few words. His last recorded words were, "I love you, Sarah, for all eternity. I love you." Zachary Taylor, 1784 to 1850, the 12th president of the United States. Taylor died of complications from gastroenteritis at the age of 65. His last recorded words were, "I regret nothing, but I am sorry that I am about to leave my friends." Abraham Lincoln, 1809 to 1865, the 6th president of the United States. Some say his last words were, "It doesn't really matter." Lincoln's comment was in a reply to his wife's question regarding what another woman seated next to them at Ford Theater would have thought if she spotted them holding hands. He was shot a short time later. His last recorded words were, "She won't think anything about it." Andrew Jackson, 1808 to 1875, the 17th president of the United States. Jackson died of a stroke soon after the age of 65. His last recorded words were, "My side is paralyzed. I need no doctor. I can overcome my own troubles." Ulysses S. Grant, 1822 to 1885. He is known as the 18th President of the United States. Grant was suffering from throat cancer at the time of his death at age 63. His last recorded words were, "Water." Theodore Roosevelt, 1858 to 1919. He is known as the 26th President of the United States. Roosevelt is believed to have died of a pulmonary embolism by a blood clot which detached itself from a vein and entered the lungs. His last recorded words were, "James, will you please put out the light?" He asked his valiant James Amos. Warren G. Harding, 1865 to 1923. He was the 29th President of the United States. Harding was reported to have said to his wife, Florence, as she read a complimentary news pieces from the Sunday Evening Post about him doing an official trip to the West Coast. Harding is believed to have died of congested heart failure. His last recorded words were, "That's good. Go on. Read some more." Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1882 to 1945, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was reported to have died of a stroke or intracerebral hemorrhage shortly after, much in the same way that Roosevelt's polio had been hidden from the public. His failing health during his fourth term had also been glazed over, leaving the nation shocked. His last recorded words were, "I have a terrific pain in the back of my head." Dwight D. Eisenhower, 1890 to 1969. He is known as the 34th President of the United States. Eisenhower had been suffering from heart failure and is believed to have died of a coronary thrombosis, blood clotting obstruction, which triggered a heart attack. His last recorded words were, "I want to go. I am ready to go. God take me." John F. Kennedy, 1917 to 1963. He is known as the 35th President of the United States. Jacqueline Kennedy reported that her husband replied to a statement made by Neely Connally, the wife of Texas Governor John Connally, who asserted just moments before the assassin's bullet hit Mr. President, "You certainly can't say that Dallas doesn't love you." His last recorded words were, "No, you certainly can't." Richard M. Nixion, 1913 to 1994. He was the 37th President of the United States. Nixon was reported to have called out to his housekeeper as he suffered a stroke in his home in Park Ridge, New Jersey. Damage to the brain caused a cerebral edema, swelling from which Nixon slipped into a coma and died the next day. His last recorded words were, "Help." It's been a great time making this content for you. Thanks for watching, and please, if you like the video, please subscribe, as this motivates us